All right, welcome back to Post Nut Clarity. I'm Joel Carter,
And I'm me, like me and you.
as always. All right, welcome to the show tonight, guys. We're gonna have fun tonight. We're gonna be talking about sexual rejection. Like the "not tonight" comments,
Yeah.
the fake headaches, the exhaustion, silent treatment.
Mhm.
All that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And like, whose fault is it? Is it the one rejecting or the one having the rejection, and why?
I guess we're going to find out.
We'll find out.
Okay. So let's get into the fun facts. So, fun fact penguins, I think we've mentioned this before, but penguins have one of the most loyal mating rituals in the animal kingdom. But
They
when
get freaky.
I know, isn't that crazy? Penguins, look at those little tuxedo looking guys just doing that.
Waddle up, do their dance. They have the mating dance.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
didn't
But
know
how
that?
do they
They
do
have a
it?
special. No, it's a mating call. I'm thinking of Happy Feet. That was a dance.
I know, but how do they do it?
The mating call?
No, I'm talking about how do they actually
Probably penguin style.
not doggy style, but penguin style?
Yeah. Right from the back.
But, when a partner refuses to mate, they literally throw pebbles at each other.
A little squabble.
Yeah, they just like, "Hey, you're not gonna do me tonight? I'm gonna throw a pebble at you."
That's a little bit abuse, though.
I know.
But I
They're
mean-
throwing pebbles at each other. So if you see penguins throwing pebbles at each other,
It means somebody got rejected.
exactly. They got mad and throwing pebbles at each other. So even penguins have drama.
And they don't have good hands. So, like,
So how do they throw?
how do they jack off?
I was going to say throw. You went to the jack off part.
Probably two. They
And
probably
just
put
go-
together and do like this.
But I want to know how they do it. I got to look that up.
Yeah.
How do penguins have sex?
It's from the back. Their little tail comes up.
Really? And then
Yeah.
he just does the female penguin from behind?
Correct. And it's like laying on the ground.
You
you
sure
know.
they're laying on the ground or are they
Yeah, what are
standing
they gonna
up?
do? Standing up?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Just stay there.
She's got to lean over.
No. She probably stands there and just takes it from behind.
It depends on how high the JJ is.
Okay, let's move on. Enough about penguin sex.
All right, let's jump into the moment of clarity. So
Okay.
we heard from someone, not a friend or anything, just a person.
Story. Yeah.
And she said she's been too tired for months.
Mm-hmm.
It's been an ongoing thing. Every night her boyfriend asked her to be intimate. And every night she found an excuse,
Okay.
from my headache to I have cramps, I have an early morning, I don't feel that good. The kind of the routine,
I've done that.
I don't want to have a conversation with you kind of thing.
Yeah.
Let's just keep kicking this can down the road. And it's not that she, it's not that she was physically repelled by him. She was emotionally disconnected. Which is a lack of communication in that relationship. He started to take it personal. He stopped asking and the relationship really turned cold.
Yeah.
And this went on for a while.
So you think in this instance, because I know this is instance, do you think he has the right to, because he was getting rejected so much, that he has the right to get it from somewhere else?
No.
No?
No.
No?
That's pretty emphatic.
Why?
Because number one, if he just shut off, he didn't continue to ask the question to get deeper into what the issue is.
I know, but don't you think most men, like they're getting rejected every single day and not getting it, not having sex? Where do you think he's getting it from? You think he was faithful to her? I mean, most people, I believe, when they're getting rejected so many times, they're either going to jack off or get the attention from somewhere else.
I mean, a weak person can use it as an excuse to go cheat, right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make it right, no, but it is their own infantile justification for it.
But could you give him a pass for it because you've been rejecting?
I couldn't give a woman a pass for it, so could
But
you
if
give
you
him?
were,
Could
but
you
if
give
you
him a
were
pass?
rejecting, say that I was rejecting you over and over and over and over and over again every night, I'm like, I have a headache. I don't feel good. I just don't like. I don't know. Like I just don't feel like it.
I would go through steps. I would ask, okay, we got to have a deeper conversation here. What's going on?
You would ask that
Yeah,
question?
definitely. Hey, what's going on?
So you don't think, like, say that we've gone 6 months without having it.
Yeah, I would have started a lot earlier and said, "Hey, something's happening. Something's
Mhm.
shifted. You don't look at me the same. You don't talk to me the same way.
Yeah.
Something shifted, and it's okay. Like, we're not perfect. What is it that I'm doing or not doing that maybe I
Mhm.
can correct?"
Yeah.
But if it's just you saying, "I just don't feel connected to you anymore,"
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Okay, well, what's the next move? Will you, do you want to end this relationship?"
Mm.
Um, because that's the only other way to do it.
So you
And if
wouldn't
you
cheat?
said, "Okay," I'm like, "Okay, we're done."
You wouldn't cheat?
I wouldn't go cheat.
What if you went out with your friends and someone tempted you and we weren't having sex and she was giving you all the attention? Because this is what happens in real life. This is what happens in real life. The wife or the girlfriend rejects the husband for months and months. And then they go out with their friends and a beautiful woman is hitting on them, touching them, giving them attention, flirting, and things they haven't felt in months. I mean, uh,
It's a novelty of it for sure.
and it's going to be a huge temptation. And how many men do you think would be like, you know what? I have a wife. I'm going to, I'm just going to go home to her go home to a woman that does not going to give me any attention or fuck me.
Would hope most of them would, but that's not gonna happen.
Exactly. It's not going to
But I
happen.
know me. I know that if I was tempted, then there's something wrong.
Yeah,
And if there's
exactly.
something wrong, then I need to have a conversation about it and why was I tempted and what
Mhm.
led me to that temptation
Yeah.
to even think about it. If I thought about it, then there's probably a reason why. Whether I feel disrespected or not loved or not cared for
Right.
in my own relationship, that leads me to that. Ooh, maybe
Yeah.
this could happen. So then it would make me question.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Well, that's good to know.
you know,
That's great to know. Okay. So let's move on to pick your poison: emotion, curiosity, intention. So let me ask you, would you rather be told not tonight honestly or be lied to with an excuse?
not tonight. Honestly, for sure.
Yeah.
Don't lie to me with an excuse. I'll read right through that bullshit. Yeah,
So if I said it to you in a very convincing way, not tonight, or like, I have a really bad headache.
yeah. Is that a lie?
If it would be a lie, if I told you I had a really bad headache and you're trying to have sex with me and I tell you I have a really bad headache. Do you know how many times in my previous marriage that I lied and said I had a headache when I didn't have a headache? I mean, it's just, I think when people watch the show, they're going to realize that so many women do it and we don't realize we do it because we're just not either sexually attracted to them or emotionally attracted to them anymore.
Yeah, and that's the crux of it, right? It in that moment, whose fault is it? Is it the lack of communication on the female side to be honest about where they are in the relationship?
But what
Because
if you've already been honest? What if you've already been honest and said, I really want you to get healthy and I really don't like it when you do this, or I really wish that you would help me around the house or whatever it is? Because what if you've already had that conversation and it doesn't work?
it,
At this point, you're like, oh my God. And then at night, they're just wanting to have sex and you're just not in it anymore. You just lost like emotionally. I think sexual attraction is super important. But when you lose that emotional connection, that's when
yeah,
the headaches and the excuses and I don't feel like it, I'm not feeling well, that all those excuses come up. So, whose fault is it then?
I have a law of three. Try 3 times to correct something after you've accepted the situation you're in.
Yeah.
And if a woman needs to say it 3 times to them, if it never changes after the third time
Mm.
and you've had the conversation, then it's on them to accept the reality and get over it
Right.
or move on. If that's something they can't accept, that's never going to change. Now, if you're not tying that back to the reason why you don't want to have sex, that's not fair to the man because we're simple creatures.
So, I mean,
So it's like, hey, I would love for you to help me more around the house. This is why I don't want to have sex with you. It's because I am I'm frustrated with you. And me being frustrated with you doesn't make me want to have sex with you. So it can't be, oh, would you, I really would love it if you helped me around the house. And it's not tied back to the sex part. Then you're not giving the man the full picture. You have to say the whole thing. You
yeah,
can't
but that's
you can't say that one without linking it to why you're making excuses up to not have sex. If you don't link the two, he's going to be frustrated on that end, but maybe he's heard this and he said, oh, I really would love it if you help me around the house, or I really would love it if you let me blah, 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 be myself. But he's getting denied over here, but he doesn't know they're linked.
yeah.
Then he's going to then resent you and say, well, you want me to help around the house, give me sex more. Do you see what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like no, I'm not in the mood sexually because you're not helping
So
me
the
around
thing
the
is,
house.
I'm always in the mood. I was just not in the mood for him.
Yeah, because you were not sexually attracted to him anymore.
Okay, next question.
Where are we at?
Would you rather fake a headache or just say I'm not in the mood? We just talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Like I'm gonna do both. I'm
What
gonna say I have a headache and I'm not in the mood.
what hurts more, being rejected sexually or being desired only for sex?
Shit.
That's a good one.
That is a hard question to answer. Being rejected
Yep.
sexually.
Being rejected sexually. Desire me all you want. Like,
I don't want to be just desired for sex though.
no, it's a no-win there because it's
Yeah.
not. I want to be desired for other reasons
Yeah.
other than my beautiful penis.
You do have a beautiful penis.
Say it again. What? I didn't hear you.
You have a beautiful penis.
Just don't nickname it like Princess or something.
I would never. I would call it big, beautiful. I'm kidding.
Sparkle pony. No.
Oh god, eggplant.
Oh my
God.
God.
Okay. Would you rather a partner who always says yes but feels distant, or one who says no but stays emotionally connected?
Oh, the latter. Says no sometimes and stays emotionally connected.
Yeah.
I cannot. I read people too well, just like you do.
Yeah.
Well,
You can read me?
maybe I read. I think I read people better than you do,
Really?
personally.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I don't think so.
I do know.
No. We're going to agree or we're
Agree to
gonna
disagree.
disagree. Yes.
I mean, I say that when like I don't know. There's been moments where I'm like, because I can read people's sarcasm very well, and especially when it comes to sarcasm, sometimes it bypasses you.
Mm-hmm. True.
So in that same world of saying one thing but meaning something else,
Yeah.
I think I read that pretty well.
Okay.
I can read between the lines on a lot of things.
Which one would I pick? No, I don't want you to say yes if you don't want it.
Yeah, I would know that if you were not feeling it, I
Yeah.
would know that you weren't really desiring it.
No.
I'd rather you tell me once in a blue moon, hey, I'm just really tired,
Yeah.
which you've never told me. But if you were to pick something,
Yeah. I would just say, just tell me you're tired.
but you read that too, like, because you've told me,
Yeah, I'm like,
if I'm not like pursuing,
yeah, I just
that, okay, he's not in the mood for it. He's tired or
yeah.
he's, wore out or whatever.
I can read you, and that's why I don't go for it when I know that you're super tired.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go for it and be like,
Right. And you too.
Yeah.
You get super quiet when you get super tired, which is complete opposite of you. All right. What kills intimacy faster? Rejection or pretending? I'd say if you
I'm gonna say pretend. No,
rejection
rejection. I think
rejection kills it faster.
Pretending. I used to pretend all the time.
Yeah, so I think if you're a good pretender, then you can get away with it for a while with a dumbass. I'm just saying, a person who's a self-centered person does not get pretending. They're fine with it. They
Yeah,
don't.
pretending.
I think the more self-centered you are as a human being, the more that it goes right over your head when people are pretending
Right.
or trying to be nice through a soft rejection,
Yeah.
and they just don't get it. And I would say men are worse at this, which is probably contrary to some people's beliefs, but a lot of men do not get subtle rejection to not
They
hurt their
don't.
feelings. Some of them, they really need hard rejection to actually get it.
Oh, yeah?
They do it because they just don't connect the dots.
Yeah.
They're like, no, but she smiled at me, or she looked me right in the eyes. She got great eye contact, and then she smiled. She wants me. I'm just saying because
I
of
get
that.
it. I
That's
get it. Get it.
so. I'd say women are better at that.
Oh, we are. We are very good at that.
Yeah.
So is saying I'm tired a form of self-protection or emotional dishonesty?
I would say self-protection, personally. You're trying to protect the other person from being brutally honest with them about a situation, but it's also a dishonesty.
Either way.
But it's self-protection. I don't mean good self-protection. I mean bad self. It's not a good thing.
Yeah.
It's self-protection and, oh my God, I don't want to have this conversation.
Right.
This is too hard of a conversation to have, to tell them I'm just not sexually attracted to them.
Then why do people just stay in the marriage like that for years of being like that? Because obviously, had that emotional connection with someone, and he would tell me, he's like, "Yeah, we don't have sex at all. Period."
Yeah, they turned into roommates.
Yeah,
But it's like a death of many cuts,
but
right?
neither one of them try to have sex with each other.
Right, but it's death by many cuts.
Yeah,
It's not. It didn't start one day. It started and it just continued to like kind of slice away.
yeah.
Whether from the woman or the man to initiate it, it's oh, I have a headache 5 or 6 times. Then it's like, okay, she keeps rejecting me. Instead of talking about it, the man may just not ask anymore.
So you think that this is all about having great communication?
Yeah, it is. And
Yeah.
it's not being scared to have it. And I've even heard this. I heard this in my marriage, which we're dating. Like, you
Mhm.
can talk to me about anything.
Right.
I'm an open book when it
Yeah.
comes to putting myself in someone else's shoes and
Yeah.
understanding.
Absolutely.
But when you hear, if I tell you this is you're gonna get so upset. You're not even gonna accept what I have to say.
Right.
Which I heard that and I'm like, but I actually heard that statement. I'm like, how are you telling me I'm not gonna accept it, but you won't even tell me what it is that I can't accept or not
Yeah.
accept?
You
But
got to tell
you
me.
can tell me that part?
Yeah.
That didn't make any sense to me. So I think a lot of people have fear because of maybe other things, other situations
Root cause,
where
like the deep root cause
yep,
of.
where they're not heard. I don't believe you, or what are you talking about? They have escalated their arguments in normal day to day life, where if you said your feelings,
Right.
then it wasn't accepted. So what would be the difference now? You're still not going to accept my reasoning
Right.
behind. I'm disconnected to you
It's
sexually.
so important to have that communication before it gets there.
Yeah,
You're having some type of disagreements, or he's not helping around the house, or I don't know, if or he's getting bigger or she's getting bigger, and you're not getting, physically attracted to that person. I think you should have that talk before it just gets to the point of somebody lying and saying they have a headache or I'm not in the mood or whatever it is. Before it gets to that point, y'all should have the conversation.
yeah. It all boils back to communication.
It's very
It
important.
is, but it's not a form of communication where you just bash the other person. You have to say things like, "Hey, I need you to hear me. I'm gonna say how I feel, and I don't want you to respond to it in a way that's. I mean, if you have to talk to your person, Sometimes people need training on how to communicate because they don't know how to accept it or put themselves in a vulnerable position to actually hear the other person.
Yeah, you're right because a lot of my friends have said this. Like, "Oh my gosh, my husband wants to have sex with me, and I don't feel like it." I just lie to him all the time saying I have a damn headache or I'm on my period when I'm not on my period. Or I have cramps when I don't have cramps. She's like, because she's like, he pisses me off all day. Like he doesn't do the things that I've asked him to do. Like I told him to like wash the car or vacuum or help me around the house. And then I get home, it's not done. He's sitting on the couch watching football. And then at night he tries to have sex with me. And she's like, I don't want to have sex with him. He's pissed me off all day. I'm not even in the mood anymore. Then he tries, and I have to tell him I have cramps. And I'm like, well, why didn't you just tell him? Like, hey, wish that you would have done what I've asked you to do, but you've made me so mad. I'm just not in the mood. Like, how can I be in the mood if you've pissed me off all day?
Yeah.
Like, why didn't you just tell him? And she's like, I don't know. I just told him I had cramps.
But he's okay. Men are like puppy dogs sometimes. Sometimes you have to correct the behavior, and women are the same way. You have to correct the behavior straightforward.
Yeah.
You can't beat around the bush. Now, I would say men are better at this. There's so many memes about women like, no, I'm fine, but they're not fine.
I tell you when I'm not fine.
I know. And there's very few unicorns out there, and you're a unicorn. When it comes to this, like in pretty much everything, you're
Yeah.
a unicorn. But there's unicorn men too.
Yeah.
Like I don't relate to that type of man who
Yeah.
doesn't take initiative when it comes to their person, doing things for them, thinking about them,
Yeah.
filling up the car, like I
I
mean,
know.
just all those little things, right?
Special.
Those I don't. This is going to be hard, but most of those types of people, they're all self-centered. I can't deal or relate with the self-centered people.
Right.
So I've defined this. You have a selfish person. You have two types of people: selfish person and a selfless person. A selfish person and a selfless person can be together.
Mm.
It's going to suck for the selfless because they're going to have to put up with it and they're going to just accept all these things and they're just going to eat through it. And you see those relationships and they can last. They could last forever, but it sucks for one of the two. It really does. And I'm sorry for those who in those types of relationships
Yeah.
because I've been there, selfless and selfish. And then there's two selfish people. These are the big time breakups. These are the people that they may get in multiple relationships and they just can never. They keep finding the same type of person, the selfish person,
Yeah.
and they're selfish themselves.
Yeah.
And it's like it's only their world that matters. They don't see beyond.
Yeah.
They continuously revolve through relationships.
Yeah.
They may have lasted in a relationship for many, many years, but it's going to fail.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's almost like dominoes. They just keep going through the same thing. And when I say selfish, I mean, these are the cheaters. These are the liars. These are the self-centered people. These are the people who will just
Don't
suck you
think about
dry.
the other person's
They don't.
feelings.
They
No.
don't. They're the ones sitting on a couch watching a show in the middle of the day. They have no drive,
Yeah.
to do those things because they have it in their mind. Like, I worked my butt off today at work,
Yeah.
but me and you, we have this whole same thing. And I didn't know I would meet a person that thought the same way as me. Like, if you're working and then I'm home because I got off work earlier than you, I'm going to do things until you get home. I'm going to do things around the house that need to get done because if you're working, I'm working.
Right.
And when you
say-
said that to me one time a while back, you're like, if you're doing something, I need to be doing something.
Yeah. I mean, it's very important that I'm not going to watch you. And this is when two selfless people are together.
Those are the best.
Yes. When your partner is doing everything, you can't just sit on the couch and watch TV or take a nap. Maybe you could, but I just can't do
I
that.
can't do it either.
Like, if I'm seeing Joel work, I'm like, "Oh, no, I'm not sitting on the couch. I'm gonna clean, I'm gonna do laundry, I'm gonna do stuff inside the
Yeah.
house."
Like, you kick me out of the kitchen, what do I go do?
Laundry. But I was gonna kick you out of laundry anyway. But, yeah, it's important to be both selfless. It's just not gonna work if one person I'm it may work, but 2 people need to be
Yep.
selfless and think about each other. And when that happens, the sexual chemistry, the emotional
That'll all
connection,
stay.
it's just all yeah, I
It
mean,
all stays.
it's
Work
it's amazing
Yeah.
when you have 2 selfless people that do things for each other without being asked,
Right.
without asking for anything in return. Like, I have never asked Joel to do something because I did something. Like, never ever. So, it has to be done not wanting anything in return, but just doing it for the other person because you love them.
Yeah. And that's an important thing to think about, people. If you are not wanting to have sex with your partner because they are lacking in something you thought they should have been doing, like planning dates or picking up around the house or helping more with the kids or
Mhm.
being working more because it's financial, you need more finances. It's not about them not doing that. The root cause is the lack of self-awareness to their own personality
Right.
traits that lead them to work on themselves to not be selfish.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not like you're going to turn a selfish person or a person who's not self reflective into a person who loves to vacuum or do the dishes. It's not going to happen. So, my recommendation is you have to start with uh, a quick, probably Google search. Like, what type of movies would I want to watch that portray that selflessness?
It's a movie called Fireproof, and it's also a book. So y'all should watch that, and if y'all wanna do it with your partner, for your partner, and don't let the partner know that you're doing that,
Yeah. Like,
and
there's
see if
a,
they respond to it.
but also there's a good way to like bring it up to your partner. Shit, I've been, let's say the woman's position.
Mm,
I've been denying him sex because I'm not in the mood. I'm not sexually attracted to him anymore because I'm emotionally disconnected because he's not who I thought he was. He doesn't help around the house. He doesn't plan surprises for me or he
mhm.
doesn't do little sweet things. It boils down to you've identified all these things he's not doing, right? Let's identify the things that he is doing
So what if he is doing everything? Okay.
and you're still not into
Uh-huh.
it. You're not sexually attracted to him. And it could be that the conversation needs to be, why are you not sexually attracted to him now? Well, because he gained weight. Okay, then you need to start slowly influencing his food habits and workout habits and really trying to get him into the gym and eat right.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Slow him down on his drinking or whatever else. But sometimes it needs to be, and this is going to be controversial, but it needs to be a hard conversation. Hey, I'm not sexually attracted anymore. Like, this is the hard truth, but you kind of let yourself go. And I really, you do all these other things amazing. You're a great dad, you're a
Mhm.
great provider, you're
Yeah.
amazing, this. Build them up and then give them the hard truth, just like any management training will teach you. Then you have to come out with the hard truth. Sometimes the nuance, the conversations where it's like, "Oh, I'd love if you come to the gym with me." No, hey,
That was me.
I am not sexually attracted with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. You've gained some weight
Yeah.
and we need to correct
It's
this.
so easy for someone to say, like, you just said it, but when it comes to it,
It's
to
a hard
say it
conversation,
is, it's so hard because you don't wanna hurt their feelings
but you are already hurting their feelings.
by rejecting it, yeah.
You're hurting their feelings and you're giving them false information to go off of. They just think that that's who you are.
Yeah.
You're just a person who doesn't like sex,
Well, that was me.
not a person who likes sex,
Was
but
me.
just doesn't want to have sex with them because they don't find them sexually attractive
That was me.
anymore. So which one is better? Them being upset with you and thinking that you don't like sex?
Yeah.
That's better than you being honest
Yep.
and then letting them, because you can only be honest, and it's what they do with it. If they don't change it, then you've tried. Then you say, I can't
Well,
live
I
this
guess that's
way, and you have to move on.
that's how it was.
And that's even worse.
Well, I guess that was bad because that's what I did. Okay, let's move on.
That was a rough one, apparently.
Okay, rapid fire
Rapid.
recklessness.
All right,
You wanna
quick
go first?
answers.
Okay.
Quick. All right. Have you ever pretended to be asleep to avoid sex?
Yep. You?
No, have
No?
not.
No?
Nope, have not done it.
You just had sex?
Not in any relationship.
You just had sex?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't pretended. No.
No? I have.
Well, I would say most men would say no to this.
Which excuse have you used most? Tired, stressed, or just not feeling it?
Tired.
Yep, me too. I'm tired. Have you used that excuse somewhere?
It's an easy one.
Have you?
No, if I say I'm tired, I'm really tired. I have not had sex with you because I'm like not in the mood.
Okay.
Or I mean, like, you know what? I've told you, I'm just not feeling it because men are on or off. We're like a light switch.
You told me you weren't feeling it at one point?
I was like, I'm really not horny.
You
That would
said
be-
that to me? I don't even remember. I remember you saying I'm tired,
I'm just not.
but you
like,
just said, but I wasn't even trying. You just told me you
yeah,
were tired.
or that I wasn't in the mood.
You've never said that to me.
I think I have.
No, you haven't.
Like, I'm really tired. I'm not in the mood.
No, I wasn't even trying.
No, I just wanted to preemptively.
Really?
If I'm wrong, then I'll correct it. But I thought I had.
No, it wasn't me. You must be talking to some other woman
I must have been.
because you've never told me except for one time you said I'm really tired and I wasn't even trying. You just told me you were tired.
Oh, okay. Then that was it. I was tired. But it was like, I'm tired.
Why did you want to tell me that? I wasn't even trying.
Because I know why I said that. It's because
Why?
I told you on the way home from somewhere. I was like, oh, let's go home and get dirty. And I said it, and then we came home, and I was like, hey, I'm really tired.
No, but I wasn't even trying anything.
I understand, but I preemptively said it.
I knew you were tired. I wasn't going
So.
to try anything anyway.
All right. Have you ever rejected someone because of something emotional,
Yep.
physical?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have. You?
No.
Wow. You've had some good girlfriends and wives then. Wow.
No, I mean, I just haven't. There's not much rejection on the guy's part, Because if a guy, this is a double-edged sword. Was it two-sided sword?
Double edged.
Men have a harder time rejecting a woman than women have a rejecting a man using excuses. It does not come off the same. I've experienced this where I have had the moments where I'm like, I'm tired and I just wasn't in the mood and I was tired physically. That to me, if I'm actually physically tired, that means I'm really not in the mood.
I know, but
So it's okay. They all line up
been
together.
really like tired with me or just
No, like if I'm really tired, then it doesn't put me in the mood. So it's not I'm in the mood, but I'm not tired. I'm actually not tired. I'm actually tired. Does that make sense? I'm not going to come up with an excuse.
Is sex better when it's planned or spontaneous? Spontaneous. God, never want to plan stuff with you.
Every once in a while, we'll say it.
No. Like when we get home. I mean, that's fun.
Yeah,
but
like
we're not going to be
whisper
like,
in your
oh, next Tuesday at
No.
5 o'clock.
No.
We're going to go fuck.
No. But you will get people say, well, we have our kids in the house all the time. We have to plan it. Lock your doors. Go take a shower.
You can take 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But if you're some of our friends and you know who I'm talking about.
2 hours.
2 hours. And when you have kids, you don't have 2 hours.
You can't have 2 hours.
You get 10 minutes, okay? 10
All
minutes.
right. So get good at it. Is sex better?
I just did that one.
Who gets more offended by rejection? Men or women?
Women.
Women.
Because men rarely reject.
We rarely reject. So if a man does reject, it's looked at as a bigger deal.
Yeah. Don't you ever
We talked about that. Well,
Okay,
no,
great.
let's just say a man says he's tired. A woman thinks he's lying because that's their excuse, but he probably is just really tired. And one of the effects of being tired is you're not in the mood. It's not the opposite way. It's not, I'm not in the mood, so I'm going to lie and say I'm tired, but I'm really not tired. A man will be tired, and that puts him not in the mood. But a woman can not be tired, but just not in the mood and say, I'm tired.
Yeah, you're
Right.
good at it.
And, but if a man says that he's tired, he's probably just tired. He really is.
Oh, I know. Like, I have never took offense to that.
Yeah.
Like, you told me you were tired, and I'm like, "Why is he telling me I'm tired? I'm not even trying anything on him." I was like, "Okay, he's tired because he's just telling me he's tired." That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, "Why is he telling me he's tired? I can tell he's tired."
I think I even said, hey, I know we talked about, where we were. Hey, I know we talked about having sex when we get home, but I'm actually really tired.
I said, "I
That's what I
know."
said. I
And I
was,
said, "I know."
how honest was that?
And I said, "I know."
I know. And I was just
And I was
saying,
like, "I'm tired too."
but me in this moment, it feels like you get a little offended by it. You see what I'm
Because I
saying?
wasn't even trying.
Isn't
I'm
that's
kidding. I'm not offended. Sometimes I like to do this on camera.
she does.
Try to be defensive and mean, but I don't know if it comes off as that. Okay. Have you ever said yes when you wanted to say no? Yes.
You're talking about in a relationship.
Yes.
Because if you say yes outside, like if you're just dating and it's like, and you say no, then we have a bigger problem. No, like if you really wanted to say no to someone, but you're just dating
Mhm.
and you're like, that almost feels like it's like that's crossing a line
Yeah.
where you felt like you had to say yes.
Mhm.
So,
No.
um,
I'm talking about in a marriage or in a long relationship. Have you ever said yes when you wanted to say no?
yeah,
Yes or no? This is just in a relationship, in any
okay,
relationship, long-term relationship.
no, I haven't said that.
You wanted to every single time?
Yeah, it's probably horny. I mean, I can't recall a time where I said yes and I really didn't want to. Because if I was in a relationship, like I was trying to make it
Okay, what
work.
about some other stuff?
Oh, I mean,
I mean, I'm
no.
sure you're always the one that initiated it, like, with these women that you were on dates with, right?
Well, like you said, I know when someone wants to be intimate and when
Right.
they don't want to be
Yeah,
intimate.
exactly.
Oh, I've never, I wouldn't put myself in a situation where that person pursued me in that
Yeah.
way. And I had to say no.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, no.
I think it's more for a woman to answer this
Yeah,
question, you know?
I would just say like wouldn't I'm pretty good at that. I've never put myself in a situation to be in a vulnerable situation with someone that I didn't want to be there with. If I didn't want to let it escalate, why am I in a position where I have to turn them down?
Wow, that's
I've
great.
That's too far,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
You know? But in a relationship, you're in it. So you're in the same space. You're not going to
Yeah.
just like not be in your own space.
Yeah.
That was a good one. That was hard. Okay. Is rejection harder to give or to take?
To give for me. I don't wanna hurt their feelings. I hate hurting people's feelings.
Man, this is a tough one. Men don't,
Y'all
we
take
don't,
more rejection, though.
yeah, but we don't want to give it. We don't, so I would say it would be harder to give
Yeah, it was
than
harder
to
for
take.
I mean, I'm good with rejection. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I've never I don't think I've ever been rejected, but I don't think I've ever been rejected. So I don't know what it feels like to be rejected. Huh. I don't know. What's it feel like to be rejected? Really?
Actually,
Yeah.
I've never been rejected. I've been in a marriage. It was like, I'm tired or I have a headache. And maybe it was legit, but it wasn't like, I don't want to have sex with you. That's
Yeah.
rejection to me. So there's a difference. When you're lying about it and I know you're lying about it, I'm just going to take it for what it is. Oh, okay. They're just not in the mood. But I don't feel the rejection. I don't feel
Right.
that that's rejection. But I've never had someone be like, I don't want to have sex with you.
Yeah. Me neither.
There again, I wouldn't put myself in a position to be rejected in that way.
Should partners owe each other honesty or enthusiasm?
Honesty.
Definitely.
But
I mean, both should show. I think we have to
you
always
have
be
to do
honest with each
both.
other and enthusiastic about having sex. I think, I was telling Joel earlier today, I think it's so important in a relationship to have communication. But when you have great communication, the sex will be great too. And sexual intimacy is super important in a relationship. That feeling, not just the sex part, but it's just that feeling of intimacy and being close to each other to have sex.
Yeah.
Communication is a big part of that. If y'all can't communicate, I your sexual chemistry is going to be lost. Somebody needs to communicate something about lack of work or lack of working out or whatever it is. They need to have communication. I think for everything that we've talked about, communication has been the big key in a
Yeah.
successful relationship.
Yeah. The lies that we tell to avoid
Mhm.
rejection
Yeah.
eventually become the reason for it.
Yes,
You know?
exactly. I agree with that. Okay, the big question. What's worse, being rejected or pretending everything's fine?
Pretending everything's fine.
Really?
Yep. That's worse to me.
Yeah.
Because then you've prolonged the fix. It's like going to the doctor and the doctor's just, oh, everything seems fine. Come back in 3 months and we're going to check it out again. But they knew something was up. I'd be pissed. Why didn't we deal with this 3 months ago?
Yeah.
I was telling you something was wrong. I felt weird. We're behind the curve now. Now I'm frustrated. Now I'm upset.
So you rather be rejected?
Yes. And then the rejection can sometimes open up the lines of communication.
Yeah.
If the other party's like, I got rejected, I'm being rejected. What's up? Let's have a conversation. Let's
Yeah,
talk about this.
exactly.
What is happening? I wouldn't sit in denial. If I got rejected, I'd be like, what's happening? Why am I being rejected? Can you talk to me? Tell me. I'm an open book. Like, talk to me. I'll accept whatever you have to say about why I'm being rejected. There's a deeper
Reason.
reasons.
Right.
Is rejection about lack of desire or lack of intimacy, intimate safety,
Yeah.
emotional safety?
Lack of emotional safety and lack of desire. I think if you're lacking emotional safety, you're lacking desire. So I have to say both, even
Well,
though
one leads into the other. So emotional safety is kind of the reason you can lack desire.
right.
In a relationship, emotional safety is you have the ick in the relationship. You call it emotional, uh, lack of emotional safety, or you just feel icky. Like you feel like there's something like you're not safe.
Right.
The same thing in an early relationship, we just call it the ick because you're not being emotionally
Right.
rejected or you don't feel safe. But you can not feel safe when you meet someone and you get the ick. So it's like different terms for the same thing.
Right.
You're not feeling safe in the relationship, whether there's past reasons why they were unfaithful. They said things they can't take back.
Right.
They have escalated things to a point where you're like, what the hell? I cannot talk to this person.
Right.
I don't feel safe communicating with them. They are going to attack me verbally. And then you lose the desire. So it's kind of almost like a root cause of lack of
I think
desire.
if you lose emotional safety in a relationship, in my experience, you lose it all. You lose the sexual chemistry, you lose the desire for the person, you lose everything.
Yeah.
When that emotional safety is lost, it's done.
Yeah.
You're done.
And that looks like respect. Like if I'm disrespected by someone in a relationship, I don't feel safe
Yeah.
with them. And opening up to them, it's all tied in.
Yeah.
You don't feel secure and you'll feel it physically. The weird stomach,
Yeah. I don't ever want to feel that feeling.
it sucks.
Okay.
Why do people fake headaches or excuses instead of telling the truth? Use excuses. Why do they fake the
Why do
headaches?
we do
They're
that?
scared. They're
Why do we do
scared
that?
because people are scared to have conflict.
Or have hard conversations.
They really are because they feel like maybe and some people say, "Oh, I've always tried. I've tried. I've tried. I've tried to talk to my person. But they don't hear me." Well, then the tactics you're using, or they're just not a good person. Sometimes you have to realize there are shitty people out there, and your picker was off when you picked them, and you need to change your picker.
Yeah.
And if you don't have kids, you move on.
I wonder how many people, how many women in this moment have faked a headache? Not right now, but say this week. How many people have faked a headache this week because they
Millions,
didn't want to have sex with their partner?
millions. They say that we have the highest number of divorces.
But
Well,
why didn't we have a high number of divorces back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s?
financial control over uh, over one over the other person. Community shaming, personal
Yeah.
shaming, family shaming.
So weird that, now it's so easy to get a divorce. People just walk away for nothing. But I mean, when you don't have emotional safety, you don't, and you're faking headaches, and people are cheating left and right. I mean, that's just the norm now. Everybody's cheating. Every time I hear somebody, I'm like, he cheated on me or she cheated on me and he cheated. And I'm like, oh wow. It's just so normal now. That's a normal thing is people cheating. And are people cheating because they're lacking the sexual chemistry and they're getting rejected all the time? Is that one of the reasons you think?
I don't
Why is it
know the
that they're
answer to
cheating?
that. I don't know the answer to that, but is there confirmation bias? Does the universe pull things into your view that maybe you've dealt with in your past and
Yeah.
you're still working that out as to why, you know,
Yeah.
maybe it happened to you. And so now you're seeing it everywhere. That's
Yeah.
what I kind of feel. As
Yeah.
if but because if you look around, like there are people with great relationships,
Yeah. Yep.
and maybe they're just not out there. It's like they're not out there flaunting it, or they're happy. They're not seeking friendships, big groups of people.
Yeah, they're not seeking validation
They're not
either.
seeking
I like that.
validation. And
Yeah.
so I think I think there's a part of that.
Yeah.
It's
So, does avoiding sex protect your partner's feelings or just your own guilt?
your own guilt,
Yeah.
because protecting them is a crock of shit, because you're going to hurt them later. Rip the Band-Aid off
And tell them
now,
why?
or take it off slowly later.
Are you gonna tell them now and saying, "I'm not physically attracted to you"?
Yeah. Like, hey,
So, if
there's
I
a
gained a whole bunch of weight and you weren't physically attracted to me, you just be like, "God, you got so fat, I'm not attracted to you"?
no, I wouldn't say it like that. I'd say, hey, something shifted.
You said rip the
And
Band-Aid off.
no, I would, because I'm telling you how I would do it.
Okay, tell me.
I would say, hey, a lot of things have happened in the last 6 months.
Tell me.
Put
Yes,
on a
okay.
put on some weight.
Oh my god, you're telling me I gained weight and you don't think I look good?
We're done.
That's what you're gonna say?
Yep. Because then you weren't hearing me. I didn't even
You
finish.
would just say,
I didn't
we're
even
done?
say. I
You're
didn't
just
even.
gonna say
Yep.
we're breaking up?
Yep.
Why?
Because I couldn't even get past. I couldn't even say it.
But that's how it would I mean,
You cut me
literally,
off.
but that's how it would go for a normal relationship. That's how it would go.
I know. So you have to. When I say rip it off, I mean you have to have the hard conversation. Hey, I want to tell you, I have not been in the mood to have sex because I don't find you physically attractive. And part of that is because you stopped going to the gym with me. It's kind of made me a little frustrated about that, because that's when I first met you, that was you.
Yeah, okay.
And I don't know if you were doing that because you wanted to impress me because I enjoyed it. If it was, that's not fair to me, because
Yeah,
you were showing me something that wasn't true about you independently. Is that true or not? Can you
right,
confirm that for me? Like, is that something that you enjoyed and you just lied to me about it? Or am I missing something? Like,
right.
which one is it? And then I'll let you tell me. I don't enjoy it. Okay. Well, that's we're kind of in a relationship now under false pretenses that that's what you enjoyed.
Right.
And now that we're in this relationship, you kind of let yourself go. And to me, that shows a lack of self discipline as well as like drive. And those are
Yeah.
big to me. That's
Yeah.
going to show me a lot of things in how
So
you
how
would
would you
be the
fix
rest of your
that?
life.
What were you gonna say? Come to the gym with me again?
No,
And
but
she said
no,
no.
but tell me about like, is that something that you are going to or willing to work on? The drive, the grit,
Yeah.
the grind of who you are, like
Yeah.
bettering yourself. Because I tie those all in together.
Yeah, me too.
And so like I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So I need you to either reassure me or just
Yeah.
tell me point blank, like what's your position on that?
Yeah. I think
And
that
then it's up to me to make a decision
I
whether I
think
want to be in a
that's a
relationship
very
with you
good
or not.
conversation to have. I mean, there are some people that are gonna get super defensive.
And that's okay.
And I thought you were gonna say, you're getting back, like, to completely come out and be honest, and I think that was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one, like, where you're starting off of, "Is this you?" Like, "Is this when we first started dating,
Yeah.
you went to the
Correct
gym
me
every
if
day."
I'm
Yeah.
wrong. Is it what's
Yeah.
changed?
What's changed?
Like you showed me this person. Why do you feel like you've
Right.
backed off from eating the right foods? And
Yeah.
is there something else like going on? Are you, then it might lead into a great conversation around like, you know what, Joel, I've been really depressed lately. Okay. Well, tell me more about that. What's making you depressed? I don't know. I just feel like this or that. And then it may go, okay, well, you know, maybe the first thing is like, let's go get your levels checked
Yeah. Go
for
get your blood work done.
your blood work. Like, let's go talk to a doctor. Because if you're not feeling the drive and grit and that's who you showed me you were, then you've
Yeah.
shifted. Then I'm not going to just assume you're lazy. I'm going to ask like, hey, is there some reason why I'm not seeing the same person I've seen?
Right. So I think for all of us, people are watching that having those hard conversations when you're realizing you're getting a lot of rejection from your partner, to have those difficult conversations to figure out what the root cause of you being
Right.
rejected,
And
right?
and this is the thing. When you have those conversations, you can't just go to, you're rejecting me.
No, you have to start off with something.
It needs to be, hey, let's talk. We have to talk. Like, I feel a shift in our relationship.
Yes.
And I'm not sure if you feel it too, but I feel it. And I
Mhm.
just want to get your take on it. It's not defensive. You're not pointing it at them and saying they're the problem,
Yeah.
but you're saying, hey, I know there's a difference. Do you see there's a difference?
Do you feel
I
different?
want to see if we're on the same page with this. Do you feel
And
different?
y'all should feel at the same page, because if one of them is rejecting the other
Yep.
person,
Not attacking. You're rejecting me. Why are you rejecting me? Don't talk like that. And don't even bring up the rejection. Just say, hey, I feel a
a
shift.
shift.
And I wanna see if we're on the same page. Like, what are your thoughts right now about our relationship? How are you feeling in it? Like, because
And
I feel a
you
little different. And they may say, well, what makes you feel different? Well, I feel these are the differences.
Mhm.
We're not intimate very often.
We're easily getting angered.
Yep. We're high tempered on maybe both sides. I can own it. I've gotten upset. Those are the things you say when they actually ask you. You just be honest with what it is, but don't go out attacking them because you're not going to
Or
get them
defensive,
or being defensive.
because they're trying to be honest with you, so don't get defensive.
Don't get defensive.
Right. Could you rebuild sexual trust after months of rejection? Could you think you can do that? I
As a
do.
man, I think I could.
I think you could. I
Um,
mean, you just have to have those conversations. Now, if you're physically not attracted to the person anymore, I don't know. Unless they work really hard to like get back to where they used to be. But
and if it's that you're not physically attracted to them because of something they did, whether they're verbally, emotionally, or physically abusive to you, or they've abused you through like disrespect and things like that, that's hard to rebuild. If someone cheats on you,
I think that's the hardest part, is when someone cheats on you.
that's because that's a huge disrespect. Like you
Hmm.
just a slap in the
To
face.
me, like when someone cheats on you
It's hard to
and
come
then
back from
come
it.
back from it to have sex with them again, to think, this was my thought, like, hey, he has sex with somebody else. Now he's having sex with me. Ew. I don't know if I can do that. And then after that, you're just not physically attracted to them anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was more physically or emotionally, but when you have both, when you're not physically attracted or emotionally connected,
Whoa.
I think that marriage or that relationship is over because that's never coming back.
Yeah.
Because I think it can come back if it's one or the other, but when it's both, I don't know if I'll ever come back. And that happened to me, and I just could never get it back.
Yeah. No. In those moments, you have to like call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's okay.
Okay. So rejection doesn't destroy love, pretending does, because fake headaches eventually become real problems. So have those hard conversations
Yes.
before it gets any bigger and you lose both physical attraction and emotional connection. That is my thought
Yep.
for you
And,
tonight.
you know, sexual rejection can happen in a lot of relationships. But the real damage comes from pretending it doesn't. So
Yeah.
you have to acknowledge it and call a spade to even move past certain points to correct habits or correct issues that are in your relationships. So boils down to, and this is the baseline of all relationships, communication, 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 but the right way.
Yeah.
Don't
Be,
attack.
don't be
Come from
defensive.
a place of, I want to learn and I want to understand where you are. You have to be able to sit in it and feel that pain where you want to get angry or deny or reject what they're saying, but you just have to sit in it and hear it.
Yeah, Joel and I do that all the time. We communicate all the time. And I never tell him I'm fine if I'm not fine. So be honest. If you're not fine, say I'm not fine.
But when she says all the time, she means we communicate all the time. We're not having disagreements all
Oh,
the
we're
time.
not having disagreements on
We just
we
communicate
communicate
all
all
the
the
time.
time and we're very
Yep.
honest with each other.
When
So
people, because we still get it, messages or whatever, or like anything that goes on, it's like, hey, this happened. Hey, that happened. Someone said this. Someone,
yeah, and just be honest and transparent with your partner. Communicate, and if you're not fine, just say I'm not
yeah.
fine. Say I'm not
What did
fine.
we say? The difference between transparency and
And honesty.
honesty. It's a big difference. Being
Tell me.
honest means you have to answer the question and you've told honest. Being transparent is saying it before asked
Yeah.
or being open and
Oh,
upfront about all the things, not waiting for them to ask you and then being honest. I rather the transparency
try that, people in your
shift it.
relationships.
If you're an honest person, but if you can recognize in yourself that you're not being transparent, shift it. Think
Yeah.
about it. There's a difference. They're both transparency, is still honesty, but honesty is not transparency all the
Yeah.
time.
He's very transparent. And I love that about him. So try being transparent and try communicating and try being honest. But most importantly, if you're not fine, say, I'm not fine.
That's it.
Right? Okay.
All
Till next
right.
time.
And then go buy some swag. We got some
Ooh,
hats.
yes. Post nut clarity swag, shirt,
You should check our link
cap.
out on our social media sites, where you can purchase a couple of hats or shirts if you're interested, or you can DM us and I'll give you the details.
Post nut clarity.
All right. Till next time.
Have a good night. Bye.